Michael McKinnon in the 13. He's ready to go. He's outside. 99. Ace Fred Tucker from Tuesday Series. He's 14th.
Inside and 15th in the 46 machine is Mike Adamson. And the outside is our Aussie, Asley Dodson, wishing luck from Kathy up here in New York in the 07 machine.
Austin McKinnon, Mark Truxell, does start in row number 9.
Our infield reporter, Rob McFarland, row 10, inside there. Outside him, Raul Mesa in the 37.
He'll start 20th, 21st, 22nd, 70, Michael Clary, 77, Lane Woodruff. Leader in Vegas personally as they come to the fire box. Green flag goes in the air, running away in the 200.
Gerald Maines,
the inside lane for Maines. He'll go to the lead as they go into turn 1. Might be behind the leader in the corner.
Garrett Maines with a quick block to the outside of Matthew Lee. Matthew Lee not really falling back, but side by side with the 43 for second place spot. On the outside, Lee is going down the backstretch with a drag race into turn 3 with a 43 bottom. Garrett Maines with the block to the high side.
Back straight away, they go into turn number 3. They'll exit off of turn 4.
Garrett Maines holding on to the lead right now. Go ahead, buddy.
The man in front to come to the line, first lap in. Give it to Maines. Matthew Lee in second spot, third of that 43 as they come off a turn. Number 2 down the back straight away.
Working with best here.
Give it to Maines.
We know we're having a little audio problems with Wesley, but on the inside right now, the 04 of Matthew Lee right on the tail of the 57. They'll come out of turn 4. He'll go to the inside, way below the white line, on the apron, at the stripe, side by side, though. The lead right now was counted by Garrett Maines in the 57. Down to turn 1, and it looks like Lee's got him by half a truck length.
Another lap in the board here. Opening laps here at Vegas. As it's still the man there in the 04, Matthew Lee. Here comes those battles continuing. Garrett Maines to the outside. Maines family, 2 and 3, salting up each other now. Trying to get around Lee off turn 4.
Matthew Lee pulls it to the front, but right behind him, the 57 of Garrett Maines, our pole winner tonight, will try to get there. A little bit of a block from the 4 now. Shoves the 57 up the track with right behind him the 43, but now the inside for the third place spot. Jason Kepper's on the hunt. Behind him, Brendan Hughes in the 111.
Back straight away, they go back into turn number 3. Look at this battle for Garrett Maines. Outside lane, Lee will go to the outside, back to the inside, in to turn number 4. Another lap on the board. Lap 4 of 134. I'm going to step away. I'll be right back.
Garrett Maines takes the lead over. We're going to try to get Wesley all set up right now. We know we have some audio issues. Right now, Garrett Maines back to the lead. He takes about a half a truck length on Matthew Lee behind him. Right behind him, Jason Maines. It's Maines, Lee, Maines for the top 3. Single file to the high side. Kepper falls into 4th. Now they'll go to the bottom, down through turn 3. Behind him, again, the 111 of Brandon Hughes to follow. Big old taken challenge behind for the 6th place spot. That's Andrew Hurley and the points leader, Derek Fulton. Up front again, Garrett Maines holding on to that front place, but that 04 right on his deck lid, trying to hold on through turns 1 and 2. One truck into the wall, but still able to keep it underway. The 111 of Brandon Hughes right by the start-finish line. Down the backstretch will go. And it looks like Kepper's going to have the high side, taking over that 3rd place spot. And the 4th place now taken over by Jason Maines. Believe we have Wesley back. We'll give it a try here, bud.
Another lap. And here comes Keffer now. He'll size himself up to the number 3 position. Back to the outside lane. Lead to the bottom. He'll remains with him. They go below the apron. Push those trucks up 5. Single file back to 1.
Same positions right now, 1 through 3. Maines, Lee, and Jason Keffer. With that being said, Maines right out front, but not for long. The 04 still right on his tail. Down the back chute they'll go into turn 3. Now to the middle line to the bottom. They'll straighten up through as we watch Jason Maines in the 4th place position fall back about 2 truck lengths with Brandon Hughes in tow.
Off of turn number 4. This time lap number 7 at 134. Keffer now looking his chops. He's to 3rd spot. Looking to have a good run here tonight in Vegas. Starting up lead, but then stay single file off of turn 2.
Moving back to 7th place position as Derek Fulton side by side. Looks like Ray LaBeouf's right behind him, side by side with the 111 of Hughes. And by the way, Andrew Hurley able to hold on to that 6th place spot, but now goes to the top, falls back in line behind the 9 of Ray LaBeouf. Just a gaggle of cars back here, right across start finish line. And the victor right now of the fifth place position is Derek Bolton. We've got 2 truck lengths last lap.
Back to turn number 1 and 2. It's Mans. Look at this battle now for 6th and 7th. It's Brandon Hughes. He's got a couple of top 3 finishes on the truck series, trying to come to a victory lane for the first time. He'll battle now with the points leader, Derek Bolton. That battle goes on into 3.
Everybody 1 through 5 falling in right now. Here's the issue. 1 through 5 is Maines, Lee, Keffer. Again, Jason Maines. Derek Bolton made his way up to 5th. Right behind him is Braylon LaBeouf in the 6th place spot. Brandon Hughes, unfortunately, a couple flashes, falling back now. He'll take over the 7th, make it 8, because Hurley just got by him for 7th place down through turn 1.
Down on the back straightaway. Look at this battle continuing here, this dog leg, this fight, if you will, continuing to persist down in the corner. And watch these drivers with Mullins on the inside. He's got Brett Tucker to his outside. McKinnon, Baines, all in that mix. 3 wide behind those drivers as they come back to the line. For 10 in. Next time around, clean green in the opening stage of the Roll the Dice 134.
Third, let's see, that 3 wide actually was Keith Brady, the 92, the 13 of Michael McKinnon, and it looked like the 111 of Brandon Hughes. That's a fight for the 8th place. We'll take and get around turn 3 right now, down through turn 4. Everybody falls back in line, single file, all the way up from the lead, all the way back to what looks to be about 14th or 15th place.
And by the way, he's round number 12. Round 12 of the series here. If you count the statistics, the first race was, of course, back on May the 8th at Dover International Speedway after a Charlotte All-Star race. And since then, 12 consecutive weeks since May 8th all the way to July 24th. We're racing round 12. Look at Robert McFarland and Gene Rogluski battle for 20th position. We'll check in our in-race reporter coming up later on tonight.
Started 19th, now in 20th. Actually make it back to 19th. TheBruiserUSA.com. You're aware your way, the 0-1 machine there of Robert McFarland. He'll bring it down into turn 1 while our leaders head down the backstretch. Right now a challenge for 5th place spot. Again, it was the 9 of the Ray LaBeouf machine on the inside of Derek Fulton. And it looks like Jason Maines as well, just ahead of them, is right on the inside at 33 of Jason Keffer. We have a challenge for 3rd and 4th place spot.
A battle going up on for that 3rd and 4th position. Here they come down to the line. This is for 5th now. For this position back, 14 of 134. It's still Matthew Lee. Brady LaBeouf in a battle with the Maines and Keffer group. There you go. I lost track of space there for a second. That's Jason Keffer in that 33 truck. You know, we're so used to seeing him in a WV. He's got the West Virginia Mountaineer colors. Now he's all patriotic from West Virginia, now from North Carolina, just in Race City, USA, where he resides, as he sides up and more down to the bottom. They come to the stripe.
Couple of patriotic trucks talking about the 43 and 33. It's a 3-wide battle basically for 4th place. Right now, Jason Keffer is out on top of that. He beat out Jason Maines, beat out Keffer through that turn 1 spot. And there is another challenge. Bray LaBeouf is now in the mix with a 19, looks to be of Derek Fulton right behind him. Everybody mixing it up. As Jason Keffer was able to take over that 4th place spot, he is now getting away from right behind him what is the 9 of Bray LaBeouf. And it looks like Keffer, the 33, is falling back through the pack.
Lap 15 of 134. We're in the opening go of things here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with Matthew Lee. Maines family, 2 and 3. We'll be back with more, but you're not going to miss a thing. We're going to go side by side as we thank our sponsors. Round 12 of the JW Racing eSports Truck Series returns in a moment. This is Josh Wright Racing TV on Max Speed and CRN.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
Don't miss a minute of the intense iRacing action with Josh White Racing eSports on Josh White Racing TV. Available on Vimeo, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV. Sim racing has exploded in popularity over the past year, and Josh White Racing TV will bring you entertainment and excitement with every race, every week. Catch the ARCA Driver Development Series on Thursdays at 8 and the eSports Truck Series on Fridays at 8. Intense iRacing action every week only on Josh White Racing TV. Go to jwesports.com for more information.
Action. For more information, including the schedule, please visit WCSpeedway.com. Wake County Speedway, America's favorite bull ring.
Back here at no change in those positions. The race roars on here. Ray Richer, Wesley Outland, Robert McFarland is our in-race reporter as the trucks roar their way back down the Dallas straightaway into turn number 3. The Roll the Dice 200 ready to go here as the battle for the lead between Garrett Maines, Matthew Lee heating up at the dogleg in turn 4.
They go down across the stripe side by side, almost even right there coming off of turn 4. It's got Garrett Maines, Matthew Lee. Give it to Lee last time, by the way, according to iRacing scoring, but he's on the outside. He'll have about a half a truck length to battle for the 57 as they come down through 2. Down the backstretch they'll go, but right behind them, Jason Maines has regained the third place spot. Behind him, Bray LaBeouf is up for the challenge as Brady goes to the inside. It's a 2x2 battle from 1 to 4th.
What a battle this team used to be as they'll make their way off of Hearn number 4 back down to the straightaway here. As Maines, LaBeouf now have a battle. You have Jason Maines, Brady LaBeouf, Jason Keffer all in that mix as it goes off into turn number 1 to the outside lane. But meanwhile, the 2 trucks in front battle for the lead. Maines and Lee off of turn 2.
Don't count out that 19 of Derek Fulton because he is in the 5th place position going to the outside of the 9 right now, and he'll overtake 4th place from Brady LaBeouf. The top 5 just battling it out here. It looks like Jason Maines in the 3rd place, just kind of hanging in there, watching things back, but still able to keep up with these leaders. Garrett Maines down the front stretch. He'll hold off right now. Matthew Lee for that lead. 1 truck length back. Now, by the way, one thing I want to let you know, Wesley, I looked into it at the beginning of this. When this is a league, they call it a fixed setup. Everybody has the same setup to deal with. They can change their offset. They can change their ratio. That's what practice is all about, getting ready and getting real.
That's right.
With the track. So here's the deal, though. This is not the Las Vegas setup. I do not know if it was an error or if it was made on purpose, but this is the Charlotte Oval 2018 night setup here for Las Vegas. So it changes things a lot in these trucks. Everybody seems to be holding on just nicely. Top 2 right now, Maines and Lee have got it down. Lee about 1/2 now, make it 1 truck length back going through 2.
Ray, you're a connoisseur of the iRacing world. Let's be honest, I'm just a broadcaster. What does that mean from changing the setup for the Charlotte setup to what would normally be a Vegas race?
Well, you're a connoisseur of racing, so it brings it over from the real world to the iRacing world. Banking's different. The straightaways are different. The angles are different. What I'm getting at is springs are different. Setup is different. A-arms are different. Shocks are different. Everything between different tracks helps you turn a race vehicle to each corner in a long run around the track. So again, Charlotte is very comparable to this, but Charlotte's got more dog legs, still 1.5 miles the same there. The banking, though, is a little bit lower, I believe, at Kansas than it is at Charlotte. As I said earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, yes, sir, beginning of the broadcast, that these are cookie cutter tracks. They are different. So again, you can make a vehicle turn from a different track, even if it's the same oval type setup, but there still are minute differences in the setup as well as the asphalt itself. But again, back up front, Garrett Maines able to take and hold off right now. Matthew Lee, 1 truck length back. Not a lot has changed. They go down the backstretch, and Nella straightaway, in fact, and they'll take it down to turn 3 as Jason Maines is in 3rd.
There's Garrett Maines. There's the leader. Started this race in 1st. He has currently led 15 laps so far in this event, 28 of 134. By the way, put that ticker on the screen. Don't forget about the free pizza giveaway. Pick the winner for a free pizza at halfway If you are correct,